you doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal. And today we're going to talk about a Sega arcade staple that showed up on the NES. So you know who it's from. Yeah, it was Tengen. But we got a lot going on with this one, so just follow me. 1987. Yu Suzuki. Hang on, Yu Suzuki. Outrun Yu Suzuki. That Yu Suzuki gives us this arcade fighter jet dogfight masterpiece called Afterburner. And the arcade Afterburner cabinets were so cool. There was one that you could sit in, and it was like gyroscopic. It would rotate and had a whole bunch of, the sound was all over the place. It was amazing. And they kept doing that throughout the life of Afterburner. Even the last Afterburner game, Afterburner Climax, the one time I got to play I found an arcade cabinet of Afterburner Climax. It was a gyroscopic cabinet. Such good times. I miss arcades. But anyway, so this game, an absolute masterwork. So much fun. And because it was that much fun, it got ported to Sega's home console, as it should. Also got ported to Amstrad CPC, Amiga, the Atari ST, Commodore 64, DOS, the MSX, the PC Engine, everything. So eventually Tengen comes a calling, and Tengen, because they petty, they decide they're going to give us an NES port of this legendary, in a very short amount of time, this young goat of an arcade title. Let's cut through all the rigmarole and talk about it. This is Afterburner. Now, Afterburner kind of moves similar to Outrun as far as stage pacing and all that. You go through levels, and in the arcade game, sometimes levels branch, and the backgrounds would change with the coming of the next level, stuff like that, just like Outrun. And it looked great in arcades. On pretty much all the home consoles that you could play it on, it was real jarring. It just suddenly changed. But the gameplay was what mattered, right? Well, NES I can speak on, Master System I can speak on. They both look really good, and the sound is a little bit better on the Master System version. The sound on the Famicom version, though, actually everything on the Famicom version. The Famicom version of this game was basically Sunsoft got their hands on the Tengen code, reworked it with their own little Sunsoft magic. Because this was post-Batman Sunsoft we're talking about. And post-Batman Sunsoft, they were top tier when it came to the NES. So they put their stank on it, and this was exclusive to the Famicom. And another example of why collecting for the Famicom, it ain't never hurt nobody. I like the idea of collecting for the Famicom. It's a lot of fun because you get stuff like this that only came out in Japan. Well, this version came out in Japan, and it's a whole lot better than what we got in the States. Tengen didn't screw this up royally, but it missed a lot of stuff. It felt a little subpar, particularly in the sound department. So, I mean, I would say, go ahead, if you're gonna play this now, mute it and just listen to the arcade soundtrack. Just do that. That's an easier sell than most other things. Now, let's say you want to get yourself a copy of Afterburner for the NES. You want to get that nice matte black Tengen cart in your collection. I'm gonna say about $15-20 would be a safe bet for a copy. There are a bunch of copies that have sold for over $20 on eBay. A bunch that have sold for about $10 to $12. And some just between that. So I'm gonna say 15 to 20. That's a safe bet. That's a safe number. And honestly, if you have access to a Master System and can play it on a Master System, just play it on the Master System or get a Famicom cart. Tengen version ain't terrible, but there's better options out there. This has been the 8-Bit Animal, and I'll catch you beautiful people tomorrow.
8-Bit Animal.
Tomorrow. I guess at least they gave us Twin B. Still beefing with Konami though.